it's about creating a content plan. So this is the bit that oddly stresses me out the most about social media strategy is once we know what we've got to talk about, for some reason, just putting it into a 5x4 grid is just really stressful for me. But let's talk through it. So once you know what you're talking about, there are a couple of strategic considerations. So how often do we need to be having a touch point with the customer? And how does YouTube fit into that? So it might be that they are only they might only be looking at properties when they're in market, or I don't know, we were on a car journey yesterday back from London and we just started dreaming about when we'd have our next move and we started looking at properties. But it's definitely not a daily thing for us. So just trying to match up how often we post with that customer behaviour. And then having a look at when your audience are online as well, so that we can capture them in market, and try and strategically post so that once everything's set up and ready, it's going to be live and ready in the feed for when they're most likely online. Then there are platform-specific considerations. So in your industry or at this moment in time, does the algorithm reward high-frequency posting? So this is something we see on TikTok. TikTok really rewards people who post multiple times a day. And in their recommendations, it actually recommends posting up to 4 times a day, which is crazy frequency. But if that's what you need to do to grow, then that's what you need to do to grow. On YouTube, at the moment, it's nowhere near that level. It's a lot less frequent. But these are always subject to change, and YouTube might decide that it wants to more compete with that frequency and change. So it's really useful to keep up to date with those guidelines.